Hello? Hello? I need an ambulance. Can you hear me? I need help. What had happened? This cold, the darkness around me. I was usually not afraid of the dark. But there, on that day, I remembered I had a matchbox somewhere in my jacket. The urge to light a match was growing with every new chill running down my spine.
In Jimmy pockets, I found a box of matches. Oh! Jesus, Mother of God. A door slammed. Not cool at all. Who answered? I couldn't forget that sound. No! What are you doing? Pick it up and put it away. Some African mask, a wooden face without a soul. Well, that's a creepy way to pick. A peaceful landscape, the kind of place I would have loved to be. Is that fucking blood? No, it's dirt. A shovel was covered with fresh soil. I couldn't open it. It was no use. A hat. A man was living here. What? A woman couldn't wear a hat? Oh, oh god, oh god! The boots have been moved very recently. Whoever lived here has a special taste for alcohol. Locked. No matter. I needed help and it was in there. Is there a candle I can just light up? This mountain landscape couldn't soothe me. Found it. Nope, do not go through that door. Not yet. Two men on a small boat. A memory from an expedition. Encyclopedias. The edge was hardly readable. That's it, I guess. That woman with dark hair was dominating the room. Who was she? Well, obviously you're supposed to go through there, but no. I couldn't go through there.
Goddamn door. Too heavy for me to breach it. Especially with my bad leg.
Please tell me he's not gonna walk like this for the rest of the game. Weird. Oh, shit. Is that light? Thank God. The armchair looked comfy. I could get some rest and save my progress. Alright, alright. I gotcha. I gotcha. Margaret's Diary, Excerpt 11. August 21st, 1911. Suffocating in its useless illumination and frills, the mansion doesn't have the greatest befitting of fortune like the Vespers. It's the work of a degenerate romantic. It's like a stain in this century. I ordered the flower beds on the east side of the garden to be removed, but they made moving around complicated, and in summer their scent was unbearable. I didn't talk about it to Henry, and he was quite upset. For the first time, I think I saw something like rage in his eyes. For a few seconds, he did look like a man, and then he shut himself back in his melancholy and played the piano all afternoon. His jazz again, this stupid music which reeks of debauchery and misery. Interesting. Was it the glow of an accident? Oh, okay, so there's light outside the windows. Comes darkness, October 29th, 1938. The time came when we stopped counting. Well, why did I see an S in there? We stopped counting how many companies closed in the past 9 years, how many unemployed and families ended up in the streets, forced to live in slums around our cities. We stopped counting all the commodities wasted because nobody could buy them, thrown to the sea or burnt. We stopped counting how many of our business partners fell with us. It was 9 years ago, on October 29th, 1929. Born from the sick and speculative belly of America, the crash could throw the world into the storm and darkness. We are still here, but we lost faith, and we stopped counting because these were just figures, because today they make us feel nauseous. Dawn seemed far at that time, and today some think they can see the sunrise. They seem to forget night and darkness are always out there, somewhere. That was a news article? Wow. Ooh, that's creepy. I don't like old photos because literally everything looks like ghosts in them. Oh wow, that's a lot of collectibles. Jesus Christ. Nothing special about that wardrobe. Oh, so an infinite supply of matches if you go there. Nice. The crucifix was not comforting at all. Oh, God. I just realized this view is from outside the window. That is really creepy. Margaret's Diary, Excerpt 12, August 28th, 1911. William is 7 today. He is with Henry running after the servants in the garden, dressed up like monsters from space. Games. Always games. The mansion is all upside down and their yells give me an awful headache. I'm now cloistered in the office, unable to even pray. Henry's fantasies keep William away from his great destiny. I have to bring him back to me, as this will be my only chance to make a man out of him, to make him embrace the Venturcross legacy, to show him the way. Henry was a dreamer, and he has no ambition whatsoever. He can't teach him anything. Behind every great man there is a great woman. Nonsense. Women should be on the front line. This is where the opposite brought us. I have no illusion about how little power the world is leaving in the hands of women, but William is young. He is the future. I will act through him, and may night finally fall upon this house. May William stop running after the deceiving lights to find the place he deserved in this world. A boy with religious dress. A house full of old traditions. Seeing the woman with the church candle, I was wondering where God was. Not here. A box full of old science books. The garden looked like it was sleeping in the darkness. That's creepy.
Are you there?
What? I woke up. I had recovered some strength. I could run. God, that angle is still very creepy. Oh.
Who was it? Or what was it? In my world, women didn't glow like the moon. And they didn't walk through doors either. I had to be more badly wounded than I thought.
Okay, that sent shivers down my entire body. Once inside the house, I tried to use a phone to call for help, but the answer was scrambled and unintelligible. Who was it? As a chill went down my spine, the entrance door locked itself behind me. It seemed someone had been busy in that garden lately. The mud was still fresh. She's probably the dead woman that was buried in the garden. How much you guys want to bet? I saw a surreal woman crossing the doors like plumes of smoke. Her out-of-this-world beauty was extraordinary. Was it my imagination? Was she the girl on the road? That would explain why there was no body. That place was too dangerous to walk without light. Closed. I was locked on this side. God, that camera angle is so creepy. Oh, I don't like lightning. Vesper, the landlords, for sure, but not very something something, I don't care. Whoever that was is currently didn't ring a bell. Nope, turn it back on. The power's gonna go out. I swear to God it will. Oh my God. No. Fuck me. Oh my God. Oh Jesus. There was the inside that needed to be concealed. Oh my God, why? Why am I doing this to myself? Sheet music was taken away from that glass case. Note to self, armchairs. I'm so tired. Father orders several leather club chairs from a Quincy Craftsman. They are perfect. It is one of the few places where I can rest and think. Margaret couldn't touch them, and I have no idea why. Maybe because they are marked with a sun which made her blind. I don't know. I am just happy they were there. Thank you, Father. What? Okay. Look around. Okay. I could look around. Box lid was displaying an esoteric symbol. A small music box with a secret inside. I could feel it shudder under my fingers. The symbol of Venus was engraved on the lid. The box was closed. There was a small opening for a key. Okay, so that armchair. Without light, I couldn't do anything. Really? The globe was covered with scribblings. The windows had no handle. A very unhelpful something with a P. The gramophone could only play Silent Dust.
I decided to accept her presence. After all,
Whoops! From Selena to William, excerpt number 1. Dearest William, you wanted to know more about me. Last time I didn't tell you everything. This letter will make up for this. When I arrived in California in 1930, I'm only 18. This is a marvelous place, and the weather is so nice. I spent hours on the beach, astonished to see how brown my Norwegian skin can become. In the evening, I hang near the jazz clubs. In the afternoon, I watch people play on the beach, humming the tunes I heard the night before. Sometimes, I try to sing louder than the waves. That's a good exercise. My English is quickly improving. My English is quickly improving thanks to the American songs I already knew in Oslo. At that time, I am barely aware of the social misery that is devouring your country. I am young. I want to be beautiful, to meet people my age, and to sing. In Los Angeles, the Spice Club, I meet the members of a jazz band. They were talented and funny. We played all night. I forget about the hour and about my parents, and even called the police. They even called the police. At the end of the night, the musicians tells me that they are looking for a singer and that they want me. I can hardly believe it. Have you ever felt that you finally belong somewhere? It feels fantastic.
all those weird things I had seen that night. She was the only one who hadn't tried to kill me.
Oh my god. Oh god. This game is making me shiver like no tomorrow. And I don't like it. What's a damn light switch? Portrait of a woman had been cut with a knife. An appointment with destiny. 2. These economic royalists complain that we seek to overthrow the institution of America. What they really complain of is what we seek to take away their power. Our allegiance to American institutions require the overthrow of this kind of power. In vain they seek to hide behind the flag and the Constitution. In their blindness they forget that the flag and the Constitution stand for. Now, as always, they stand for democracy, not tyranny, for freedom, not subjection, and against the dictatorship by mob rule and the overprivileged alike. Franklin Delano Roosevelt, June 27th, 1936. Why did that light thing only turn on one light? An appointment with destiny. 1. For too many of us, political equality was meaningless in the face of economic inequality. A small group had concentrated into their own hands and almost complete control over other people's property, other people's money, other people's labor, other people's lives. For too many of us, life was no longer free. Liberty was no longer real. Men could no longer follow the pursuit of happiness. Against economic tyranny such as this, the American citizen could appeal only to the organized power of the government. The collapse of 1929 showed up the despotism for what it is. The election of 1932 was the people's mandate to end it. Under that mandate, it is being ended. Franklin Delano Roosevelt, June 27th, 1936. Oh, nope. Turn that back on. Fuck that shit. Ghosts fucking everywhere. Oh, I read that already. William Vesper's Diary, excerpt number 10. July 3rd, 1929. I watched them from behind the vapors of my whiskey. Drunk men and women who bark at each other like animals. They grab and bite each other in the preposterous parade that seems to arouse them. I am outraged, and yet I am jealous of their foolishness, their ability to just forget everything in this game. Then there's the lovers, leaning and whispering to each other amidst that chaos, confident that their words would find their way to the mind of their significant other. I dream of being in this place, drinking in her words. What could she say to me? What could I answer? Would I ever tell her I love her? Maybe I wouldn't say a word. Maybe I would hit her. I could be her son. I could be the son of all women. Sure. You do that. You do that, sir. I am not walking out there without a match. Tells you that now. Summer of 1912. My only family after father's death. Their voices, their footsteps, their lives. I miss them all. Was this like an actual place? Oh man. Oh, that just fills it all the way back up. That's cool. Okay. I do not like self-opening doors. Who can hang the picture of a headless woman on the wall? Oh! Oh no! No! Vesper Inc. And this is good old Boston, the home of the bean and the cod, where the Lowells talk only to Cabots, and the Cabots talk only to God. February 8th, 1910. Vesper's Legacy, a gift from the past, elected Best Company of the Year. That's probably where she hanged herself, right? The chair is tipped over. Boston Brahmins, June 6, 1938. In these troubled times, one would dream about the glorious past of our city, about the founding fathers who built and strengthened its walls. They would be the Boston Brahmins, the bigwigs, businessmen, lawyers, and soldiers, whose sense of morality helped draw the lines of the city and gave it a soul. And what a soul! Without them, Boston would be one of those minty little towns of the East Coast, Thanks to them, in less than a century, it became the major economics, financial, and cultural center we all know. And while we can see those who will build the century to come, the newly graduated from Harvard symbol the city's pursuit of excellence, let us keep in mind the spirits of the pioneers who clear speech inherited from New England still sing in T.S. Eliot's poem and in the voice of Katharine Hepburn? 8 years ago, Malcolm Nichols resigned from office. He was the last of the Brahmins, the last Republican to hold the mayor's office, but it is still here, the noble blood which built roads, schools, churches, courthouses, and hospitals. An economic crisis, no matter how dire it is, will never wash away their dignity. Another apparition, but that one smelt like death. I couldn't move close to it. It was an old lady, a corrupt soul, death itself. I had to stay away from it. The girl in the gramophone. It seemed that using the gramophone made the girl appear, but it wasn't enough. She needed more, apparently. That puzzle was missing a piece, a link between her and the contraption. So there are a limited number, huh? Oh my god, when the light goes out, you hear the ominous music plays. A log. A good start if I want us to start a fire. Note to self, kitchen key. My dear friend, for the lack of sleep erodes your sanity as well as your memory. I hereby decide to put the kitchen key in this book of recipes Father loves so much. It is in the library, and I won't move from there. And won't move from there, which will prevent you from having to make extra keys again. Please start by trying not to lose this note. Your devoted servant, yourself, William. The menu for the dinner seemed to be a good 20 years late.
This is what the night looked like. Limited perspective is as closed as this door.
If the match is a nuisance, I could put it out by pressing return repeatedly. The fire could be an ally, but I need to find some wood. Well, I found 2. I need more wood to get the fire really roaring. Still more wood for the fireplace. I was looking forward to that light. It looks broken and dangerous. William Vesper's Diary, excerpt number 9, May 11th, 1928. It has been a year already since Sarah died from pneumonia, a few months after Winterstone became disabled following his heart attack. They were my only friends. Today, the house was empty, like every day, filled with only my own echoes and these things I don't want to hear anymore. I miss Father so much. I still see him, playing by my side. I see him put his hands on the piano keys, humming as he was playing music. I think about leaving, but then I wonder, what would that change anyway? Night is everywhere. She would find me. First, I have to make my big plan come true and learn how to live again. I listened to Jack Hilton's Wonderful You, and I realized I never had anyone to play with. This is what I need. Some company. A companion. The city is close. I guess it is time to leave. They have electricity and light there. I only found 2 log. The plate was abandoned to the flies. From Selena to William, excerpt number 12. In September 1934, during a concert at the Red Bait, we met Jim Erziger, a producer whose label, Two Roads, is becoming prominent. After the show, he tells me I have a marvelous voice and my Norwegian accent brings something unique to our African-American jazz music. That it is enough to get the attention of amateurs and curious listeners. I have to admit Norwegian jazz singers are not that many, but I can't really believe he would hire us. But he does. He suggests we name the band Selena and the Frozen Suns. I am to be paid for singing. Everything looks so simple. Dad used to say that anything can grow in California. I feel like a flower finding its way through the snow. But my parents are not happy for me. I think they are homesick. But I am 22. Life is an adventure, and I don't know much about life. I know nothing of pain, for example. Everything changes. Touching that disc was warm and comforting. I felt an urge to listen to it. Okay. God, that scared me. Oh. That fire should last for a long time.
Takes eternity to decide what'll be the best side to fall back on, but he won't tell now. won't tell now.
It was her. That girl from the jazz record. Selena Sandvik. The key she left me was an invitation. Was she trying to help me? Or was I heading towards even more troubles? I had to focus. Surviving is a full-time job. Not the kind of job you can afford to lose.